papam.
We have a pope.
Eminentissimum.
The most eminent
Ac reverendissimum
and a
Dominum.
reverend.
Dominum Robertum Franciscum.
Robert
Sancte Romane
Francis,
Ecclesiae.
Cardinal of the Holy
Cardinalem
Roman.
The first
Prevost,
American Pope has been elected, Cardinal Prevost.
Qui sibi nomen imposuit.
Who has chosen the
Leonem
name
Decimum
Well, Cardinal
Quartum.
Prevost, the
Leo the
first
14th.
American Pope in history, Chicago-born, has been elected as the 267th successor of St. Peter.
One of the other big pieces that came out, that's starting to come out of this reporting from Alex Salvi and others, is the state of the financial affairs of the Vatican. Now, a lot of people say, oh, the Vatican, they're so rich. Look at all the churches. Look at all the real estate. Yes, but the liquidity is the problem. And the deconsecration and selling off of churches is going on all throughout the United States in major cities all over the place. It's because the coffers are low. Why are the coffers low? It's simple. The pews are empty. The collection baskets are light. They're all coming in light. So yes, just because you have all this stuff doesn't mean you're getting the revenue that you need. And so one of the concerns that a lot of people have, and Steve Bannon's brought this up, I've brought this up, is that under the understanding, yes, the church is growing in South America, the church is growing in Africa, but with the money is in the world's largest economy, and that is the United States of America and those big dollar, high dollar American Catholics. So what do? You choose, and which, of course, by the way, is also part of the underwriting of the CCP deal, is that the CCP is bailing out the Vatican under Francis. So the question I guess I have is the choice of the American Pope, the first American Pope, is it just because of this return to tradition, as sort of all the outward signs are, or are there elements here of a hope within the Vatican of accessing those American high dollar donors?
I mean, look, Pope Francis said that he was honored that he was being attacked by the Americans. There was an open rivalry between American Catholics and Pope Francis that started probably somewhere in the year 2015, 2016. That friction, that rivalry continued all the way up until this day. And yeah, if you belittle and you drive away the American Catholics, the biggest countries of Catholics, Brazil, United States of America, you look at in terms of wealth, in terms of donation, it's the United States of America. Did it play a part? Undoubtedly, it played a part. Jesus Christ our Lord, in the Gospels, they talk about the bag or the purse that they carried with the money that, Christ lived on for his ministry. There's always been a donation based part of the ministry of Jesus Christ and of the church ever, since AD 33. That's part of it. So you have to also look at the books and say, can we balance our books? Are we running a deficit? And is offending and isolating the American Catholics a good strategy moving forward for another 10 years? All the cardinals have to look at that and say, that is a bad strategy. We cannot continue to push away the Catholic Church in the United States of America. So it is, I definitely think, part of the strategy here. And as an American Catholic, as a traditional Catholic, I welcome it. I want to see the Pope love all peoples. And I felt during Pope Francis that he loved everybody except for Americans. And he had, denigrating things to say about President Trump. He had denigrating things to say about America, denigrating things to say about our policy. He wrote a document quickly trying to correct J.D. Vance, but he never tried to correct Joe Biden or many of the other nations who are doing nefarious things. So it just seemed that Pope Francis had it out for the Americans.